But Asheville means a lot to me. It's my second home. It always will be. Hopefully, be able to come back and watch some games. But my legacy isn't. I don't want it to be about basketball. I want it to be about how I was as a brother, how I was as a friend, teammate, son, things like that. So for me, my legacy at Asheville, I don't want it to be about basketball necessarily. It was a seemingly easy transfer process just because of Trent. I didn't have a lot because I didn't play, and they were basically going off of high school highlights. So Morrell, Woody, and all of them, they recruited Trent. So when I got in the portal, Trent was like, "Bro, you need to come over here. You need to come to Asheville." And he was just reiterating how well of a coach that Morrell was, just from an encouraging, but also like, I'm gonna push you. I'm gonna get on you, but I want the best for you. And it's funny because Woody was on. He called me so much during the recruitment process. I remember the thing that kind of, other than Trent, kind of, because Trent's my best friend. He'll be the best man at a wedding. Like, he'll be in my life for the rest of my life. But he Woody called me at, like, I don't know, it's probably like 11:30 or 12, and we stayed on the phone till like 2 or 3 in the morning, just talking about life. It wasn't even about basketball. It wasn't about X's and O's. It wasn't about expectations or accomplishments that I needed to achieve. It was just all about life and what, and how I was, and as a person, and what I like to do, and what I enjoyed, what my family was like, and that was definitely the sort of the turning point. Just having a coaching staff that was willing to wrap their arms around me, and essentially taking a chance just because they didn't have any film. The culture here was, it was a little down. People were, they had come off another decent year, not anything crazy, but when I got to Tennessee, there was a lot of stuff that I learned from a work ethic standpoint in the culture over there. So basically, all that I did was I just brought that and brought it here. And we started Breakfast Club, so every day in the summer at 7:30, whenever it is, we just come here and get shots. Not anything crazy, not anything too tedious too taxing on the body or anything like that. We just came here and just got shots out of our actions, and more guys started to show up. Then we started to compete, and I did that for 3 years straight. But it was really good to kind of bring everything that I had learned from Tennessee to here, just because they needed it here too. Just seeing, I guess, someone that I guess they're unfamiliar with or didn't really know about me a lot, just come in and just put my head down and just work. Still to this day, I don't really give myself a lot of credit, and I don't think I ever will. It's just how I'm wired. Like, I just feel like I still feel like I didn't do enough here, and some people might think otherwise. But I always used to tell the coaching staff, specifically Woody and Juddy, like, if I'm getting too like arrogant or too like, y'all need to slap some sense back into me, holding me accountable, but still, pushing me and still wanting the best for me and not letting me slack up. And I just told them to check me. I just told them, if I'm acting, out of pocket or not myself, like, I just need them to just check me on it. And they did it. They did, once or twice, and I never let it happen again.
With 9, chance to take the lead and go into double figures if he hits this free throw. And he does. 78-77, 6.8 for the Buccaneers. Kelly gives it right back to Buskey. Buskey coming down, tries to split. This is a 3 from the corner, and it rolls out. The tip goes! Kelly gets the tip! Oh my goodness.
I mean, they played that clip over and over and over again, and that was, you could tell that, we did go down to the CBI, and we played well there, and that kind of, so from that, because we just wanted it to end well for, Cody, LJ, Luke, all the seniors, Deacon, that were on that team. That was like almost a springboard. Like, the mood was better, the vibe was better, and then we were going into the off season, and then spring, summer, and then we brought in a bunch of really good players too. But that was one of the biggest, motivational factors was just that loss and how bad that hurt and how much that, it stung to just end the season like that.
Orso for three, no, rebound, Pember, and that's it. The UNC Asheville Bulldogs are the top dogs in the Big South and are headed to the NCAA tournament.
Oh gosh, I went through so many emotions in a 20-minute period just because we were down, and I remember CV, he got called for a foul or had to turn something, and I was like, you just gotta let it go. We were down. I mean, we were down at that point. It's like, you know what, like we might as well just now we're literally now or never. Like it was one of those things, and Tay just got hot, and everybody that knows Tay and knows his game, like when he gets hot, he's hard to stop. You can't. Well, I don't know if Chris can stop, but other than that, he just got on a heater, and it was like, and I still remember it. He missed the free throw, and I had two guys on me, so I just tapped it. He got it and rebounded, and Tate just ran. And I remember when he shot it, I was like, okay, I'm gonna go get this if he misses it, and he hit it, and I was like, I turned around, and I was like, I had no idea what's going on. Like it was all just like this big blur. And then we ended up getting those stops, and then when the buzzer sounded, it was kind of like it didn't hit me for about 2 days. It took a while to come back down to earth, I guess is a good way to put it. But I probably went through 15 different emotions, and that little short span. But that's the legend of Tajon Jones. That's what he does, and he's doing it overseas too. So it's not anything new to him or new to us. And that run was incredible by him. I'm very thankful that he did that, because that helped. It helped Asheville, it helped our program, it helped the community. Kind of helped us put ourselves on the map a little more. Back when they were good in early 2010s, they had a really good crowd, and that I knew it was possible, but we just had to put forth just a little bit of effort, and I think also winning helped a little bit too. I know, and this isn't the 4-27 season, like that's hard for fans and people that are devoted to Asheville and the community and the basketball program, the athletic department. And so when we started winning, of course, more people are going to show up. And then we just, in my internship, we sold out, and the crowd was, absolutely unbelievable. And the community's just completely wrapped their arms around me and all the other guys that have come through, and all the guys that have, were here with Morel, when it first started. They're still, loyal, devoted fans. I know I've got a second little home out here if I ever need to come out here to watch a game or work out, whatever the case may be. But I've even at the kids camps, like you get a group of these little kids, and all they want to do is talk about basketball, and then for 3 years I know these kids, like and I just get to see them grow and excel as basketball players too, as I try my best to teach them how to play the right way. But the community has been a blessing, and I'm very grateful for it. At halftime of the App State game, of course, we were playing so well. Like Josh had hit, he just went absolutely berserk. But so at halftime, they're like, you got, I think it was like 7, or it was like 6, maybe 7 and 5 or whatever. And I was like, you know what? Like I might be able to do this. But during the game, we were playing so well and just having such a good time that like I was like passing the ball, like trying to count in my head. And then when I got the assists, I kind of figured that I was going to get the points and the rebounds, because I just naturally, like the way the game was flowing and how it just felt like the ball was just, falling like straight into my hands. So I was like, you know what, like this is, and so that when I got it, I was like, and of course we won too. Like that was like, sort of the turning point of our season, I guess you could say, just because we had a rough, non-conference, and we were trying to figure things out. And when we beat them, it was kind of like, we turned it around, and we had a good stretch before Christmas, and then which was right before conference. And then the conference tournament, They got the board up there, so I kind of, and it was loud because I had scored, before I got in, it was like 20, I can't remember, low 20s, but when we went to overtime, I was like, I had 20 and like 10 and probably 9 or 8, and I was like, okay, and especially playing with Tay. So I would tell him, as soon as they flinch, I'm just gonna throw it to the rim because you touch the top of the backboard, why would you not? And I remember when he came down, I threw it to him. I thought he was gonna dunk it. He came down and laid it up, and that gave me my 10th. And I was like, okay, I can chill now. But selfishly, at the end of the game, I wanted the ball because I wanted to have 30. But that's that's. But they were just messing. They were like, you should get it. But I didn't know that. That had never been done before. I've never done it until this year too. Those were two of the more memorable games. App State wasn't about my triple double. It was more about how we felt after the game and Josh just going crazy. And I know that was in Fletch's hometown. That game was, and they were good too. So that was a fun game. And then of course the triple double in the tournament advancing in March is definitely good. Yeah, I could give advice all day to you because that's what I want to do whenever my career's done. Be coachable, but still stay true to yourself. There's pour into other people. There might not be some days I'd have a bad game, bad practice, bad whatever. But I was able to sort of get outside myself a little bit and encourage other people as best I could. I was the same guy every day in practice for the 3 years that I was here. I wasn't, extremely loud or extremely vocal, but, I was goofing around, enjoying it and having a good time and telling guys, it's okay. It's not the end of the world. It's just at the end of the day, it's just basketball. I'd say just work your tail off was one thing that I didn't do that a lot in high school. So, I could be in a completely different spot if I had worked my tail off in high school and ended up, I might not have even been in Tennessee. I probably wouldn't have even met my fiance now. It just could be so different, but, just work your tail off. Don't take things for granted either. Coach Murray used to tell me all the time, you're gonna miss those days with your teammates. I can already feel that. I already miss the camaraderie and the brotherhood. I'd probably say I'm thankful for giving me the biggest thing is they were able to give me myself back. I was in a really dark place for a long time. Just didn't love basketball. Didn't enjoy a lot of things. I was timid and I wasn't myself. And my family saw that as well. And I'm sure if Trent saw me in Tennessee, he would have said the same thing. But when I got here, I was just able to finally I don't want to say relax, or chill, but I was I guess an at peace is better because I was able to play again and I built my confidence back up, and then I go on and have these good years, and everyone that knows me and loves me was just completely behind every decision I've made. Asheville's given me, I could say looks and accolades and accomplishments, but I don't, me, I don't care about that stuff. I just don't. They gave me essentially everything in my career, because who knows, if I went somewhere else, I probably wouldn't be sitting here right now. But they definitely gave me myself back.